Yo, we hit that gridiron and we do run. I said we do run. Yeah, we do run. I said we smash, we hit. Now you run. I said now you run. Yeah, now you run. We never slow down. Purple and gold now. Yeah, it's going down. Bring it home. Yeah, you better squad up. Go ahead, line them up. We getting fired up. Bring it home. Yo, give me some.
What up, JJ Vikings crew? Obviously a tough game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Vikings take the L 34-28. Just a bunch of stupid mistakes again. And, you know, the play calling was a little off. I saw some more screens, whether or not they were tight end screens, they were running back screens, where against a defense like the Eagles, against a defense like that team, that team, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. And the Eagles eventually got the victory against us. But hey, Darius Slay, Justin Jefferson beat you. I mean, nobody really won that battle. Even though Justin Jefferson had like 159 yards on 11 receptions, which is what we'll get into since this is a stats thing, but team stats first. Overall, tough game. And I'm disappointed. Definitely disappointed because when you think about it, first of all, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, he actually could have addressed the interior offensive line before the game, or at least before the season, as a matter of fact, but he didn't do that. And now Christian Darrisaw goes down with an injury. Kevin O'Connell's play calling wasn't as bad as his play calling against the Bucs, but it was still a little out of order, a little out of whack. And we can all agree that last touchdown was a garbage time touchdown. Just trying to find some more stats for Kirk Cousins, and you know, overall, I'm disappointed. And then you have Brian Flores on defense. I don't know if his scheme is truly working, or it's just the other teams that make it look bad. You know, it could be either one of it. Could be both. You know, but which one of the two is it? Because it's clearly something off about this scheme. I can feel it. But I would take this over the Ed Donatel scheme anytime I wanted to. So something looks a little off. So just wondering if we can fix that. And now this will be a different video. So we'll do team stats and player stats in one video. The Vikings, 374 total yards. The Eagles with 430. Vikings with 346 passing yards. The Eagles with 171. Vikings with 28 rushing yards. Eagles with 259 rushing yards. That's crazy. Vikings with 6.8 yards per play. Eagles with 5.7 yards per play. 24 first downs for Philadelphia. 19 for the Vikings. On third downs, 6 for 10. The Vikings went 6 out of 10 on third downs. Eagles went 6 out of 14 on third downs. Then you have fourth downs. So on the efficiency of fourth downs. So both teams went 1-1 or 1 for 1 on fourth down efficiency. Total plays, 55 total plays for the Vikings, 20 more, 75 for the Eagles. Vikings allowed 2 sacks. Eagles allowed 4 sacks. I'm surprised how many times we got to Jalen Hurts. 3 punts for Minnesota, 4 for the Eagles. The Vikings had 2 penalties, costed them 15 yards. Eagles had 7 penalties, costed them 45 yards. And the Vikings had 4 fumbles lost. We could have beat the Eagles by more than 1 score without these stupid mistakes, with the fumbles lost. What's up with that, guys? I don't understand that. It's just so frustrating. Time of possession. The Eagles whopped the Vikings with time of possession. With 39 minutes and 28 seconds, the Vikings only having 20 minutes and 32 seconds of possession of the ball. So bad. Just so bad. And then you have Kirk Cousins, 31 for 43, 364 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Alexander Mattison, only 28 yards on 8 carries. Justin Jefferson, 11 receptions, 159 yards, averaging 14.5 yards per catch. Jordan Addison is a true beast, 3 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown. TJ Hockenson, 7 receptions, 66. Let me rephrase that. 7 receptions, 66 yards, and 2 touchdowns. KJ Osborne dropped so many catches last night. It was so weird. 3 catches, 34 yards, and a touchdown. Josh Oliver had a nice game too, with 13 yards. That may sound like it's bad, but it's actually better than it looks. Danielle Hunter with 3 sacks. Ivan Pace Jr. with half a sack. And then Harrison Phillips as well. So that would combine to 4 sacks. Brandon Powell, who I do not trust that punt returner anymore with the amount of times he's made mistakes and fumbled. Ryan Wright, 3 punts, 157 yards on each punt, averaging 52.3 yards on each punt. 2 of them were inside the 20-yard line at least. So, yeah, overall, tough game. Jalen Hurts, 18 for 23. Jalen can't throw at all. All he did was run on one of the drives. Like, that's crazy. Like, I think it was like once in one drive that he threw the football. Once or twice. I don't know, but he did not want to get that ball out of his hands. It is what it is. 18 for 23, 193 yards, a touchdown, and an interception to Theo Jackson. Impressive interception. DeAndre Swift and Boston Scott. So Swift has 25 carries, 169 yards, and a touchdown. And nobody can stop the Jalen Hurts QB sneak, by the way. That's just not going to work. He had 2 touchdowns off of that. Boston Scott, 41 yards rushing on 5 carries. Devontae Smith, 4 receptions, 131 yards and a touchdown. A.J. Brown got locked down tonight by our defense, 4 receptions and only 29 yards. Dallas Goedert, 6 receptions, 22 yards. And Eagles, Jordan Davis for an Eagles, or the sack for the Eagles. Josh Sweat also sacked Kirk Cousins. Fletcher Cox had a fumble recovery. Overall, just domination from the Eagles. This game was closer than people thought. Punting. Mr. Sipos, the punt returner or the punter for the Eagles. One of his punts was inside the 20-yard line. 119 yards total on 3 punts, averaging 39.7 yards per punt. So that's pretty decent. And I don't know. Overall, so many improvements need to be made and fast. But hey, those are your team stats and player stats for the Vikings in this game where so many terrible mistakes. Nobody appreciates that. We'll try and make an improvement from here. I hope so. On to the Chargers.
Yo, we hit that gridiron and we do run. I said we do run. Yeah, we do run. I said we smash, we hit. Now you run. I said now you run. Yeah, now you run. We never slow down. Purple and gold now. Yeah, it's going down. Bring it home. Yeah, you better squad up. Go ahead, line them up. We getting fired up. Bring it home. Yo, give me some purple, yeah. And I put some gold in it. That NFC pedigree and it's no